Dear friends, welcome to my video. In this video, I will show you how to create a service class for your Android app. So for the same, we'll create a probably a simple alarm clock which will run in your service class. So let's begin. So we'll create an empty activity very quickly, and I'll probably give the name of your application as my service class. You can choose to give any name; it doesn't matter. Okay. So once given, probably I'll choose API level 28 and above, or yeah, let me choose one of the new one, and I click finish and wait for some time to get the project created. I'll pause the video for the yeah. So once your app is or once your environment is created, this kind of window should pop up. So now we can start our coding here, but before we start, let's quickly try to create our layout in the XML format. So for that, what we'll do is we'll try to keep it simple. We just want to or I just want to have an alarm clock here. So for that, there is something called time picker, but as far as I know, they have removed a time picker from the palette here. So the only other option is probably we can directly go to the text mode and add a time picker over here. But please note, you can use this concept for any of the other functionality which you want. So here I want to just show you the, so first I'll change it to relative layout, and instead of having a text view, which of course I don't need, I just need a time picker. So time picker, and the width of the time picker probably I can keep 300 dp, and the other thing is height, probably I can keep as wrap content. Okay, perfect. And after this, probably what else I'll need is I'll need the ID. So I just put ID, and ID I can put add ID of course, and time picker, yes, CKER. And after time picker, if you are able to visualize on the this preview, it's a bit on the left hand side, so we should try to shift it on the probably in the middle. So for that, what we can do is there's a alignment. So Android horizontal layout. So I'll put it over here, line center horizontal, and this I'll make it true. So it should come in somewhere in middle. That should be fine. Let me see if there is something called vertical alignment true. So I'll just make center vertical also true. Yeah, so this should come somewhere in middle of my layout, and then that's it. So I think now I can close this, so I can see, yeah, it came in the middle. Okay, so once done this, so please note this time picker widget is not available in the palette, so you have to add it manually into the text mode. And yeah, I just wanted to show you an alarm clock. So for that, I need a time picker, so that a user can choose a time at which he wants to have his alarm set. So before we proceed in the main activity, we will have to create a service class here. So I'll just right click over here and then go and new Java class, and then in new class you can give any name to your service class. So probably I'll give the name as my service. That's it. Click OK. And once this class is created, just extend it for service. So I think S will be capital, yes. And the moment you click, it should give few errors. So it is asking you to implement methods, and on binder of course will implement that. Apart from this, that's fine. So our service class is created. Before we proceed, let's quickly have the set our manifest file for the respective service class which we have created right now. So the setting is very simple. You have to just go over here, and in your application part, you have to add this your service class what you created as a service routine here. Yeah, my service. So that's it. So this will ensure that your service is registered in the manifest file, and your app knows that you have created a service class over here. So once done this, I think more or less we can now start with our Java code over here first. So in the Java code, what we can do is first we should take the widget which we have created a time picker. So time picker will be nothing but it will be time picker equal to find view by id r.id dot, and the id we gave us time picker. Yeah, so this will ensure that the vision which we created there is mapped to our time picker. Yeah, so once we have set this time picker, what else we need is we need to call our service class. So first, before we call our service class, I think we missed out a semicolon over here. That's fine. So before we call our service class, we should create a intent. So we'll create a final intent, and that will be nothing but new intent, and the context will be of course the present class, and then we will call our service class over here in this intent. Yeah, so once you have created the intent, then we can probably call our or start the service from over here. But before we start the service, so what we are trying to achieve in this our service classes, we want to ensure that whenever the time of this alarm clock is set over here, at that time the alarm rings, so the ringtone plays. So what we have to pass it over here from here is the time picker, the set time, so the hours and minutes. So what we can do is we can extract that hours and minutes and then put it in this intent using the put extra API. So rather than doing it over here, I will probably create another method for the same, which will do nothing but service. Probably I'll just name it. You can name it anything, it doesn't matter. I just service class caller or service caller, and the parameter it will take is the intent, which we will pass it from there. And then once you have it, probably we can have integer alarm hour. As I told, we will extract hours and minutes from this time picker. So we will have time picker dot get current hour. Okay, I don't know why source is duplicated, but I'll just check for the alarm minute, and same thing I'll do is time picker dot get current minute. Yes. So once we have it, the alarm hours and alarm minute, we can use this intent what we have passed over here, intent dot put extra, and the key value will be alarm hour for the alarm hour. Please make sure that these key values are same when you are putting and getting it in the service class, because these are just based on the spelling spelling. So if this is a spelling mistake, it may not be able to extract the correct values. It may crash your app also, just for your information. So same thing we'll do for alarm minute. This time probably I'll just do a copy paste, Control V and alarm V. Yeah, so once we have done it, probably over here we can start our service. This is a command called start service, and this will do nothing but this will call the intent to start a service. Yeah. So once done this, probably what we have to do is we have to call this start service from our we have to call this service column rather to start our service, because all the other settings we are doing it over here. So we can just have it like we can pass it from here, and then that's it. But one more thing I will like to do over here is, say for example a person has said something and then started his app, but in between he then changes the time. So then we should put some kind of listener to this time picker, and whenever there is some change of time so basically set on time change listener, then it should make sure that it does it listens and it does some activities. So you can just set this set on time change listener, and whenever the time is changed of this time picker, then probably certain operations can be done over here. So in our case, we have to do nothing but we have to just call this service caller method what we wrote below. So we can just call that, and we can pass the intent what we created above. Yeah, that's it. So I think more or less our main activity is completed. Yeah, I think it was really quick. Now we can switch to our service class. So initially, if you see, it's just a empty template which we have created. So iBinder is one of the default method on my method it gives. So but what we can also do is we can create other methods like on a start method and other methods. So on a start. So probably typing everything. What I can also do is just you type public int, and if you go down and scroll down, you should be able to get that on a start method somewhere. Let me see why I'm not getting it. Yeah, I can see it over here on the start command. So the moment you type, it will create all the arguments automatically. You don't have to do much. So once we have this class created, no problem. We can start our actual coding or logic check. Like the current time should be equal to the time whatever is being passed from here in terms of alarm hour and alarm minute. So for that, probably this class, I'll just quickly create a few variables. So I'll just create private integer and alarm hour, which is, this alarm hour is nothing but the alarm hour what we are getting from the main activity. It's the same, but of course you have to create a local variable because it's a separate class. So integer, and then I can use alarm minute. Okay, and then apart from this, probably we'll also need ringtone to yeah, we'll need ringtone private to make sure that we are able to play the ringtone in our phone. And once done that, what else we'll need is probably we'll need some kind of timer which will ensure that we keep checking our time after each some fixed interval. We'll see how we'll do it. So new timer. Yeah, so once done this, probably I can make this also private. Yeah, so I think more or less our all the local variables are created. So we can go to over here coding. So first and foremost, we'll get the values which are being passed from the main activity to the service class. So what is the alarm hour, and then we can do is intent get it extra because we are passing it from there. And over here, please make sure that you have the same string. So you can even to be sure, you can copy paste from here because it's not a local variable, and so there won't be any kind of validation check from the program. You have to also give a default value, so you can give 0 as a default value for simplicity. Then you have to give alarm minute, and then this alarm minute will be nothing but intent dot get it extra. And then we should again, I'll do the same thing. I'll copy paste alarm minute from here. Okay, and then I'll do a default of 0. I think I missed out that semicolon. Yeah, so once done this, what is the next we have to do is we have to just probably we can first create our ringtone, or we can get ringtone from ringtone manager, and then get ringtone, and the context will be get application context. So whatever the like application is running, so in that context you are creating, and ringtone manager get default URI or URI, and the type of ringtone will be the default one. We can go for that, or you can, if you want to choose something alarm or something, we can go for that also. Probably, but for simplicity I'll just go for ringtone type as this. Yeah, so once done this, probably I'll just minimize this part so that you can visualize the complete string here. So next step will be, now we can start our, so whatever the timer we have created here, we can use that timer to check whether this alarm hour and alarm minute is same as what we are having the correct time. So T dot schedule at fixed rate, and then over here we can start a new timer task. So the moment you do it, it will automatically create a run method over where you can do whatever you want to do. But before that, I would like to just quickly complete this structure. So we have to give another two arguments here. One is the delay and another is the period, the total time period. So I give 2000 seconds. I think that should be more than sufficient to test our application for the time being. So once done that, I can just start doing our the run method. We have to do like check whether our current time. So current time we can get using calendar, get an instance of it, and then in that instance get time, and then get hour from it. So get hours, and if this is equal to alarm hour what we are getting from here, or I mean we have to check hours and also the minute. So we'll do the same for minute. So get time and get minutes equal to alarm minute. Yeah. So if these two are true, then of course we should do like we should play our ringtone. So the ringtone should play because then our current time is matching the alarm hour, which is the set in the time picker. Otherwise else ringtone should be a stop. So I'll just make sure that ringtone stops. So I think that's it. More or less the logic is done over here. But something more we have to do is, so whenever this service gets started, it will keep on playing unless this ringtone is stopped. So what we can do is we can on destroy, we can create another method which is nothing but public void, and then we can check whether there is a method called on destroy somewhere. Yeah, on destroy. So whenever this class is destroyed, I want to make sure that we stop our ringtone and also we cancel our timer. Yeah. So these two things we have to ensure. But I think in our main activity, if I go back in the service caller, we have to ensure that before we start a new service, we explicitly stop our existing service if there's anything. So we can just call a stop service and we can call on this intent. So this line will ensure that if there's any pre-existing service which is running, it gets stopped. So I think more or less our code is fine. We can just quickly play and see if it works. And I'll pause the video probably to see, because it may take some time to build. It's for the first time, but I'll unpause it the moment it gets. Oh, it got completed, so I don't need to pause it. So let me just bring it on the lighter side. Yeah, so I think I'll have to still wait, so I'll just pause it for the time being. Yeah, so I have resumed the video, and just so it has built and it is come up. So if you see, our alarm clock ringed for a very small time, but it didn't stop. The reason for that is the time picker was 9:48 and the current time is 9:49. So if I change my time from 9:48 to 9:49, I expect it to bingo. So if you see it is working. So if I change further to say for example 9:50, it should stop is what I expect, and that's what it happened. It stopped. And I'm expecting the moment this time, the current time of my system changes from 9:49 to 9:50, the alarm should start again. So we can wait for a few seconds and we will be able to hear the alarm sound, or let us say ringtone sound. So I'm pretty sure you are able to hear it. So in the meantime, I'll just try to explain or summarize my code here. So code is very simple. So for service you have to create just a parallel class. And in your manifest.xml file, you have to make it as a service class. Okay, so if you see on the right hand side, the moment this time reached 9:50, my alarm started. So I can just change it to something else to stop this alarm, because I don't want to keep this blaring sound up, and I don't want to hear it up again and again. I'll keep it at 9:52. Okay, so in the meantime, let me complete the summary of this code. So In XML file, you have to just make one line entry inside this application node, and once you have done it, inside the service class you can do whatever you want to do. There are various methods which you can, the default methods which you can create, like on start, and you can also use on bind method for certain operations, then on destroy, on stop, various methods. And for this specific example what we have taken of alarm clock, you can just create a vision, and then you can take it over here, create a kind of like set the values using put extra, and pass it on to the intent, I mean save it in the intent, using which you will start the service, and you have to just use a start service command to start this service. So I hope this video is useful for you to understand how a service class works. I'll make another video to show you how you can also create it a background service, like how you can create notifications when you make it background. Oh, of course we can minimize this and it will work as a service in the backend. So I'll try to cover the topic in my second video where I show you how to create a notification, foreground notification, and all those things. But I think the idea of this video was to show you in a very simple way how to create a service class. So I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions, please put in my comment section, and if you have any suggestions or anything else, please put in the comment section. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, okay, before I end, yeah, so if you can listen that the moment it reached to 9:52, the alarm started again. So yeah, I'll just end it over here. So thanks for watching my video, and have a nice day. Bye.